Welcome back to our channel, World of Coins. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare states $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them because it could make you a millionaire overnight. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the United States $quarter series and focusing on a special coin you might have sitting in your collection right now, the 2008 Oklahoma State Quarter. This coin, which might seem ordinary at first glance, could actually be worth a staggering amount of money. Stay tuned, and I'll reveal just how much this 2008 Oklahoma quarter could be worth by the end of the video. You won't want to miss this. Now, let's take a journey back to 2008, a year that was part of the 50 State Quarters program. This was a special initiative launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999, where they released a series of quarters to honor each of the 50 states. Each quarter had a unique design that represented something significant about the state it honored. The 2008 Oklahoma State Quarter is no exception, and it's packed with meaning and history. The reverse side of the Oklahoma quarter is a true reflection of the state's identity. The design features a Native American rider on horseback, along with a scissor-tailed flycatcher, the state bird of Oklahoma. This beautiful imagery is set against the backdrop of a vast landscape. The symbolism is powerful, reflecting Oklahoma's rich Native American heritage, its wildlife, and the pride of its residents. This quarter, like the others in the series, tells a unique story and is a small piece of American history. But what really makes this 2008 Oklahoma quarter stand out in the world of collectors? The key factor is its rarity and the potential for certain minting errors that make some of these coins extremely valuable. Many collectors have been searching for quarters that were either struck in error or those that stand out due to slight imperfections in their design or minting process. These errors can include double strikes, misprints, or unusual wear patterns. These subtle mistakes make the coins highly sought after, and they can cause the value of an otherwise common coin to soar. One of the biggest factors that affect the value of these quarters is their condition. Coins that have been circulated and show signs of wear, like scratches or discoloration, are worth less. However, if you manage to find a 2008 Oklahoma quarter that's in pristine, uncirculated condition, you're sitting on something special. The more well-preserved the coin, the higher the price it can command from collectors. If you happen to have a quarter that has been kept in a safe, clean place and shows no signs of damage, it could be worth far more than face value. But it doesn't stop there. Some rare variants of the Oklahoma quarter have emerged over the years. These are coins that are unique due to slight differences in the minting process. These variants can include differences in the size of the design elements, variations in the inscription, or even changes in the metal composition of the coin. These one-of-a-kind pieces are like gold in the world of coin collectors, and they could fetch much higher prices. So, how much could this seemingly ordinary 2008 Oklahoma quarter be worth? The value can vary depending on the condition of the coin and whether it has any of these rare features. If you've got an uncirculated 2008 Oklahoma quarter, or if it has a rare minting error or variant, you could be looking at a coin worth a whopping $39,000. Yes, you heard that right, $39,000 for a single 2008 Oklahoma quarter. Imagine finding one of these coins in your collection, or even better, spotting it in your change while out and about. What seems like a simple coin could actually be a treasure worth a small fortune. So, before you go digging through your spare change or rummaging through that old coin jar you've had sitting around, make sure to take a closer look at any 2008 Oklahoma quarters you might have. Remember, condition is everything, and rare minting errors can make a huge difference in the value of a coin. Top 2, we're going to talk about a coin that could be sitting in your jar right now, the 2002 Indiana State Quarter. This coin is part of the famous 50 State Quarters program and has been gaining a lot of attention from collectors. But what makes this quarter so special, and how much could it actually be worth? Stick around, because by the end of this video, I'll reveal a surprising price that you might not expect for this 2002 Indiana quarter. Let's rewind the clock to 2002 when the United States Mint released the Indiana quarter as part of the ongoing 50 State Quarters program. This program, which ran from 1999 to 2008, issued a series of state-specific quarters, each featuring a design that represented something significant about the state it honored. Indiana's quarter came out in 2002, and its design showcases two important symbols: the outline of the state, with a soaring American bison, and a torch of liberty with a star. These elements are deeply tied to the state's history, reflecting both its wild past and its dedication to freedom and the American spirit. The bison represents Indiana's natural wildlife, while the Torch of Liberty symbolizes the pursuit of liberty and justice. Indiana's quarter wasn't just another piece of currency, it was a celebration of the state's rich history and cultural significance. But while the coin's design is beautiful and meaningful, what really piqued the interest of coin collectors were certain rare features that can make this coin worth far more than its face value. Now, we all know that most of the 2002 Indiana quarters were mass-produced and circulated. Coins like these can be found in many coin collections and, more often than not, they're not worth more than their face value, just 25 cents. But here's where things get interesting. As time goes on, certain rare and high-quality examples of these coins become increasingly difficult to find, and that's where the value comes into play. The real key to a high-value Indiana quarter lies in its condition. Like any collectible, the more well-preserved a coin is, the more valuable it becomes. Coins that have been in circulation for a while often have scratches, discoloration, or other wear and tear. But an uncirculated 2002 Indiana quarter that's in pristine condition, no scratches, no tarnishing, well, that's where the magic happens. Uncirculated coins are much harder to come by, especially when you're talking about a coin that has been part of everyday life for over 2 decades now. Now, let's take it a step further. What makes this Indiana quarter even more valuable to collectors are the potential errors or unique features that can set it apart from the rest. Minting errors are one of the most exciting things to look out for in coin collecting. These errors can occur during the production process and can include things like double strikes, off-center designs, or unexpected variations in the metal composition. These error coins are highly sought after because they are one of a kind, and owning one makes you the proud owner of a piece of coin history that no one else can replicate. So, what's the actual value of this 2002 Indiana quarter if it's in uncirculated condition, or if it has one of these rare minting errors? Well, hold on to your hats, because it could be worth as much as $47,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $47,000 for a single 2002 Indiana state quarter. It's incredible, isn't it? What seems like just another quarter could be hiding a small fortune if it's in the right condition or features a rare error. So, if you have any 2002 Indiana quarters in your collection, make sure to examine them closely. Look for those minting errors, check the condition of the coin, and see if you've stumbled upon something truly special. It's always worth keeping an eye out for these valuable coins, as they can easily slip through the cracks if you're not paying attention. Remember, coin collecting isn't just about finding rare items, it's about knowing where to look and understanding what makes a coin valuable. You just might have a hidden gem sitting in your coin jar right now, so don't overlook the potential of these little treasures. Top 3, we're talking about a coin that may not seem like much at first glance, but it could very well be worth thousands of dollars. That's right, we're diving into the world of the 2009 Guam quarter dollar. A coin that may have slipped through the cracks for many collectors, but one that could be a true gem if you know where to look. Stick around because I'll be revealing exactly how much this quarter could be worth at the end of the video. You'll be shocked by the number. Let's take a step back and look at where this coin came from. In 2009, the United States Mint released the Guam quarter as part of the U.S. Territories Quarters program. This program was different from the regular state quarter series. Instead of honoring a specific state, the program focused on the U.S. territories, and Guam was one of the last territories to be featured in this unique series. The Guam quarter showcases the island's rich history, culture, and its deep connection to the United States. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see the design of a beautiful ring of fire volcano, with an ancient latte stone in the foreground. The latte stone is a significant symbol of Guam's Chamorro heritage. This stunning design speaks to the island's natural beauty and its cultural importance, representing both the power of nature and the strength of the island's indigenous people. The design reflects the pride of the island and its place in American history, making it a coin worth appreciating. But here's the twist: while the design itself is remarkable, it's the rarity of certain versions of the Guam quarter that makes it so special to collectors. Most of the Guam quarters that were released in 2009 were mass-produced, meaning they were widely circulated, and most of them are worth little more than face value, just 25 cents. But here's where things get interesting. Like many other coins in the U.S. Mint's programs, the value of a coin can skyrocket depending on its condition, the potential for minting errors, and how rare it is. You see, the most valuable Guam quarters are the ones that have been well preserved, in pristine, uncirculated condition. Coins that have been circulating for years tend to have scratches, discoloration, and signs of wear. But if you happen to have a 2009 Guam quarter that was never spent and has remained in perfect condition, you're sitting on something special. Collectors seek out these well-preserved coins because they are harder to find, and in turn, their value can be much higher than a coin that's been used in everyday transactions. What makes this particular quarter even more intriguing to collectors is the potential for minting errors. Yes, that's right, some of these coins were struck with minor errors during the minting process, which makes them extremely valuable. These errors can range from things like double strikes, off-center designs, or unique metal compositions. A coin that is struck with an error becomes one of a kind, and in the world of coin collecting, one-of-a-kind items are worth a small fortune. The rarity of these minting mistakes is exactly what coin collectors dream of finding. Now, if you're wondering how much this 2009 Guam quarter could be worth, let me tell you: if it's in uncirculated condition, or even better, if it has one of those rare minting errors, the value can be astonishing. A pristine, uncirculated 2009 Guam quarter could fetch up to an incredible $49,000, that's right, you heard me correctly, $49,000 for a single 2009 Guam quarter. It's incredible to think that a coin that most people wouldn't give a second thought could hold that much value. Imagine stumbling upon one of these coins in your spare change or finding it in your collection. It's a treasure waiting to be discovered, and the best part is, it's not too late to check your own collection for this hidden gem. Before you dismiss that jar of coins you've been collecting over the years, take a moment to go through it carefully. You never know, you might just have a 2009 Guam quarter hiding in there, waiting for you to unlock its value. Condition is key, and if you find one that's been well preserved or features an error, you could be in for a nice surprise. Top 4, we're diving into a coin that might be hiding in your collection or even in your spare change, an unassuming quarter that could actually be worth thousands of dollars. You might think, how could a simple quarter be worth so much? Well, let me tell you, the 2007 Idaho quarter is one of those coins that proves it's all about the details. If you're into collecting rare coins or just curious about what could be worth something beyond its face value, then you're in for a treat. Stick around, because by the end of this video, I'll reveal exactly how much this quarter could be worth, and it's a number that will surprise you. Let's set the stage. The 2007 Idaho quarter was released as part of the 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999 and ran through 2008. The program issued unique quarters for each of the 50 states, and Idaho's quarter was released in 2007. Like all the state quarters, the design on the Idaho quarter represents something special about the state. For Idaho, the design features a majestic scene of the state's rugged landscape, a craggy mountain with a snow-capped peak, a river flowing at its base, and a towering evergreen tree. These elements symbolize Idaho's natural beauty, its outdoor lifestyle, and the pristine wilderness that defines much of the state. But while the design itself is beautiful and meaningful, what makes this particular quarter really interesting is how its value can fluctuate based on certain factors that many collectors might overlook. Yes, most of these 2007 Idaho quarters were mass-produced and spent as everyday currency, meaning they generally don't carry much value beyond their face value, just 25 cents. However, when it comes to coin collecting, it's not always about how many coins were made, it's about condition, rarity, and sometimes even errors that make a particular coin stand out from the rest. The first thing to keep in mind when it comes to rare coins is condition. Over time, coins that have been in circulation tend to get worn down, scratched, and discolored. If you find a 2007 Idaho quarter that looks like it's been through a lot, it's probably not worth much more than a quarter. But if you happen to have a coin in near perfect or uncirculated condition, meaning it hasn't been used in any transactions and still looks like it came fresh from the mint, that's where things get interesting. A coin in pristine condition is much more desirable to collectors, which naturally increases its value. The better the condition, the higher the price. However, it doesn't stop there. While condition is crucial, there's another factor that can make a coin worth much more: minting errors. If you've heard of error coins before, then you know how highly sought after they are in the collecting world. A minting error happens when a mistake occurs during the coin's production, creating a coin that's different from the others in the series. These errors could be anything from a double strike to a misaligned die or even a missing design element. A single minting error can turn an ordinary coin into a rare collectible, sometimes worth hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars more than its face value. Now, let's get to the big question: just how much could the 2007 Idaho quarter be worth? Well, if you're lucky enough to have an uncirculated 2007 Idaho quarter, or even better, one with a rare minting error, you could be holding on to a small fortune. The value of these quarters can rise dramatically if they are in excellent condition or have an error that makes them stand out. So, are you ready for the surprise? A pristine, uncirculated 2007 Idaho quarter, or one with an incredible error, could be worth up to an impressive $44,000, yes, you heard me correctly, $44,000 for a single Idaho quarter. It's mind-blowing, isn't it? What was once just a simple quarter could now be worth more than many people's entire savings. So, before you dismiss that coin jar or any old quarters you have lying around, take a closer look at your 2007 Idaho quarters. Examine them carefully for any signs of minting errors or for that perfect, uncirculated condition. You just might have a treasure in your hands. Top 5, and last unique coin. We're going to talk about a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance but could be worth an astonishing amount of money, far more than its face value. Yes, we're diving into the 2002 Mississippi quarter, a coin that has been making waves in the world of coin collecting. You might be surprised to learn just how valuable this quarter could be, so stick around until the end of the video, because I'm about to reveal a price that will leave you in awe. In 2002, the U.S. Mint released the Mississippi quarter as part of the famous 50-state quarters program. For those of you who may not be familiar, this program was launched in 1999 and ran until 2008. Each year, 5 different state quarters were released, each featuring a design that honored the unique history and culture of each state. Mississippi's quarter came out in 2002, and its design is both beautiful and meaningful. The reverse of the quarter features an image of an American bald eagle, perched above the Mississippi River, with a tall, graceful oak tree to the side. The design represents Mississippi's natural beauty, wildlife, and rich history, with the river playing a central role in the state's development. This iconic design is a tribute to the state's past, present, and future, and it speaks to the strength and spirit of Mississippi. But while the design is stunning, what really makes the 2002 Mississippi quarter so interesting to collectors is what happens after the coins are released into circulation. Most of the Mississippi quarters produced were used in everyday transactions, so you'll find plenty of them in circulation or in coin collections today. But here's the thing, just because a coin was made in large quantities doesn't mean it's not worth something special. In fact, a certain number of these quarters, depending on their condition and any potential errors, could be worth a lot more than you'd expect. The first factor to consider is the condition of the coin. Coins that have been in circulation for a while often suffer from wear and tear, scratches, discoloration, and other signs of use can diminish their value. However, the real value of a quarter comes when it's in pristine, uncirculated condition. An uncirculated 2002 Mississippi quarter, one that's been carefully stored and never used in a transaction, can be worth significantly more to collectors. If you have one of these quarters, chances are good that it could be worth much more than the 25-cent face value, simply because it's in excellent condition and hasn't been exposed to the wear and tear of everyday use. But the real kicker comes when we start talking about minting errors. Minting errors are one of the most exciting things to find in the world of coin collecting. These errors happen during the coin's production and can include double strikes, off-center designs, or even missing elements in the coin's design. These error coins are rare and highly sought after by collectors because they're unique, and no two are alike. If you happen to find a 2002 Mississippi quarter with a minting error, then you might just have a coin that's worth a small fortune. Now, you're probably wondering, how much could the 2002 Mississippi quarter be worth if it's in pristine condition or if it has one of these rare minting errors? Well, get ready for this. If you happen to have an uncirculated 2002 Mississippi quarter, or even better, one with a minting error, you could be holding on to something worth up to an incredible $48,000, yes, you heard that correctly, $48,000 for a single Mississippi quarter. It's truly amazing to think that a coin that you might have casually overlooked or tucked away could be worth such a large amount. So, the next time you come across a 2002 Mississippi quarter in your collection or in your change jar, take a closer look. It might just be worth more than you think. Coin collecting isn't just about finding rare coins, it's about understanding what makes them valuable. Condition, rarity, and potential errors all play a role in determining how much a coin is worth, and the 2002 Mississippi quarter is the perfect example of how these factors come together to create a coin that can be worth far more than its face value. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and how to spot them, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new discovery. You never know what hidden treasure could be sitting in your collection or at the bottom of your coin jar. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.